back to Dragon Quest VIII. Well, we are in Argonia to try and find this magic mirror so we can get in and fight Dormagus. But before we do that, I want to try out our new monster team. Okay, we have the chicken, the golem, and the dinosaur. I mean, we're only at rank F this stage, but it should hopefully just be utter domination. Let's find out. Yep, there we go. Okay, they've actually dodged for once, but yeah, we shouldn't have any trouble at this rank at least. First one down. Second one down. We've barely lost any health at all. Alright, we've done it, but already I'm not sure about rank E. We lost quite a bit of health there, but F's out of the way. Okay, that was actually quite a bit easier than I expected, so that's rank E down. I'm going to have a go at rank D. I'm not sure if we're going to get it though. Oh, here we go. Right, so we can now use the Call Team ability, which is pretty... I mean, it's pretty good in general. I'm pretty sure you can just use it in every single fight, and it just summons in your monsters. I think there are some teams that actually bring your actual team back to life. Like, it's a monster team you just send in, they sacrifice themselves, and then they bring everyone in your party back, which, to be honest, I've never done that, but I might actually look into it, because that's going to be pretty useful. There we go, we got it. So we've done rank D. I can't remember what rank you unlock Talos, but that's going to be a big kind of factor, but I think we've come as far as we can with this team, so we're going to have to go out and go on the hunt for new members. Just to check... Oh, Talos is there! Right, let's grab him and then get back to rank C. I mean, there's a good chance we just won't be able to actually beat him at this point, because he is hard as shit. But let's find out. I think straight away it's just going to be just defend... I don't know, probably Yangus, lower defense. Jess really has the defense. She's going to be killed in one hit otherwise every single time. Although I'm going to risk doing a sap first, and then Angelo just has to buff. I don't think I can beat this guy. I mean, he's the perfect addition to the team, but I can't beat him, I don't think. I mean, we'll keep going, but... yeah, he's taking us all out in one hit. We got no chance here. Yep. Well, Yangus survived one hit, but he's got no means of healing, and he's got about 1,000 health, this guy, so, yeah, there we go. I think we need to head off to Slime Island and do some liquid metals before we get Talos and go back to the monster arena, but there we go. Okay, it is back to Argonia, and we can get along with the quest, and straight away we can see this place is kind of a big country. I mean, there's probably going to be a photo up for the castle. Yep. Just know I'm off by heart at this stage. But we can see this place is kind of comparable to Trodain and that castle. I mean, we know Trodain Castle has been overrun, but... and the fact that they're kind of just big kingdoms, they're probably the big two, aren't they, Trodain and Argonia? So it's kind of no surprise that Princess Medea and... we know the prince of this place are engaged to be married. We don't know the prince's name yet, I don't think. Let's try and trash this place while we can. Yep, a few more mini-medals. Yeah, and we're still behind on mini-medals, so we do need to rack them up. But, I mean, we're not here. I mean, we're not here to speak to the king or the prince about the engagement at all, because Princess Medea and King Trode are both under the curse at the moment, so they are not going to reveal themselves at this stage to the people in charge of this place. We are, however, here for the magic mirror. I'm pretty sure there's a photo up here as well for this portrait. Yep. I don't even need to check, do I? I do love this photo quest as an addition to the 3DS version. It is brilliant because it just encourages you to get out and explore everywhere. Just makes you see things you wouldn't otherwise see. But, right, I think this is going to be the throne room, and we are going to see. I'm pretty sure this is a photo as well. Gonna get it from this distance? Nah. I don't want to trigger the cutscene by getting too close. Yeah, there we go. We got him. The king and the minister. And I think we know the name of this guy is King Clavius. There he is.
Your Majesty, are you feeling poorly? Did those travelers cause you some trouble?
What's he looking at us for?
No, I'm fine. One of them reminded me of someone, but I must be mistaken.
And no explanation is given to that for ages in the game yet. I mean, if you know, you know. Obviously, no spoilers at all, but yes, very interesting.
The magic mirror?
Ah, yes.
But it's a precious royal heirloom. Why on earth do you require it? Explain yourself.
Well, we need it to get to Dormagus, who's been on a murderous rampage.
I understand. However, as I have said, the magic mirror is a treasure of the royal family. I cannot simply give it to you.
Yeah.
I knew he'd say no. C'est la vie, I suppose. It was a lot to ask.
So now what? How are we going to avenge my brother's death without that mirror?
Indeed.
If what you say is true, you must have survived a great many ordeals on your travels.
True. Not all of us. Jess dies a lot.
That means your fighting skills must be on a par with those of my soldiers.
Ah.
But your majesty, you can't possibly plan to use those travelers instead of royal guardsmen.
Well surmised, Chancellor.
Hmm.
Listen to me carefully. I rule with a fair hand, but I cannot grant every request that is made of me.
Yeah.
However, if the royal family owes someone a debt of gratitude, I consider it my duty to fulfill it.
Go on.
You need the magic mirror. Then accept my request. If you complete the task I set forth for you, you may have the mirror.
Go on. Set me this task.
Summon the prince.
At once,
Oh.
your majesty.
So the prince, we know this man is
The
engaged to
request
Princess Medea.
concerns my son, Prince Charmles.
Go, we get a name.
To become king of Argonia, one must undertake a special initiation ceremony. There is some risk to life and limb, and the prince is unwilling to do it.
Right, so he's not the bravest soul.
As a father, the thought of putting my own son in danger pains me. But he must pass the initiation if he is to succeed me to the throne. It is the tradition of our kingdom. I was considering sending a detail of royal soldiers to protect him during the rite. However, I fear it will ruin his reputation. So my request is this. You outsiders will accompany my son to the royal hunting ground. Naturally, this would remain completely confidential. It is vital that everyone believes my son passed the initiation on his own.
Okay.
Your majesty, Prince Charmles is...
Uh-oh.
What is it this time?
The prince has run off again. I'm extremely sorry, your majesty. This is all my fault. I'll bring Prince Charmles to your majesty as soon as we can find him. As your humble and faithful servant, I beg...
You incompetent fool!
Oh dear.
Please pardon my outburst. But we cannot continue this discussion without my son.
Yeah, so it looks like we are now going to go and have to find Prince Charmles. So, very interesting interaction there. He kept calling the hero by name. Like, I don't know, it's... Maybe that's not too much to think about, but I don't know, that means something to me. Hold up on the 3rd floor. Alright, there's our first clue. Need to go and find Charmles. I want to speak to the party actually, see what they think. See if they picked up on anything suspicious. Or it's all just going to be about finding the prince. Maybe seeing a prince here. Oh dear. Be a real Prince Charming, but... It's him. There goes that little fantasy. Okay, right. We're getting... Oh, in this interaction, kind of... It feels like these party members already have met him, even... I don't know, maybe that's a bit early, but... Yeah, there is going to be a good bit of banter around the pronunciation of his name that we will see later on. I think he's holed up in this room, is it? No, not quite. We're just exploring the castle at this stage. There's a lot of golden slimes in the castle. I can't remember where all of them are. Right, it's going to be this room, isn't it? I wonder if Prince Charmles is okay. The king has pronounced his name Charmles, so we'll stick with that for now. Alright, door is locked. Knock on the door. Do not leave this room. If you do, I'll bite off my tongue and die. I love that just sort of over-dramatic nonsense. That is good. That's the kind of thing like a child would say when you annoy them. Don't do that. Or I'll just bite my tongue off and I'll die. Lizards living in the ceiling. And then they drop onto the floor below. Ooh. Very interesting. Prince Charmles, I reckon, doesn't like lizards at all. Just see if I can find any golden slimes in there. I don't think there are any in here. No. Right, well, let's head into the place directly above his bedroom and see if we can find anything interesting. Well, there's a chest. Local evasion. That might actually be quite good for one of Jess or Angelo. To try that on a bit later. Right, we've discovered a Munchie-sized hole. Send Munchie through. Send our favourite fire-breathing mouse in. There we go, second time of the game that we get the Munchie theme. I think the title of this is Go Topo Go, which I don't know if that's like his Japanese name, Munchie. And oh dear. Right, that must be the hole to Prince Charmles' room, and directly above that is a lizard. Whoop. And it's on his head. Now we see the prince for the first time. Uh-oh.
A lizard! What's it doing here? Get it out! Get it out!
Oh, his voice makes me laugh so much. It's so just camp, and I don't know if it's so much as camp as it is pathetic. It's just kind of so cannot handle anything. Just needs his servants to do everything for him. And I mean, that much is given away in his voice alone, let alone his personality. But right, it looks like we have sent Charmles out of his room. Hopefully we can now get him in front of the king, so we can actually do this initiation and do what we need to do to get the magic mirror. Hopefully he's come out. Have you seen Prince Charmles run through? Stop this tomfoolery. The trying to run and hide just won't work. Well, that's what we're hoping as well. I mean, regardless of his personality, we do need the magic mirror. So I think we're going to have to do this for him if we do actually manage to convince him to leave the castle at all. I think that much is pretty obvious, but actually I'm going to chat to the party again now. Now that they've met Charmles for the first time. The prince will go ahead with this initiation. Charmless. Hello, Munchie. Interesting. True. Oh, off we go, I think. I mean... Right, he is actually in front of the king. Right, let me snap a photo of him now, because I'm going to lose him otherwise. We get both there? Yeah, okay. Both the Charmles and the king we've got now. Just save me doing it later. Right. In we go.
Perfect timing. Allow me to introduce my son.
See, again, him referring to you by name, I find interesting.
This is Prince Charmles, the future king of Argonia.
He sounds annoyed by that fact.
What is all this, father? Why are you wasting my time with this whiff-waff?
Reminds me of Boris Johnson now.
They're going to protect you during the initiation. They will need to know who you are.
Initiation? Who said anything about the initiation? I don't recall agreeing to that. I hate lizards. How many times do I have to tell you?
Listen carefully, Charmles. Enough is enough. I am aware of your aversion to the initiation, but it remains your duty to complete it. You won't be able to marry Princess Medea until you prove your worth.
The horse princess.
Well, I don't care about getting married anyway.
And this is her future husband. I mean, we've barely seen any of Princess Medea yet, except in the flashback cutscenes where Trodaine Castle was first cursed, but she seems pretty cool. And Prince Charmles...
You're making a mistake, Charmles.
Okay, yeah, this...
Princess Medea is, well...
Again, this is the kind of scene that I wish Dragon Quest would stop doing. It's just unnecessary sexism of otherwise good female characters. Just... Yeah, it's just very creepy. But skip over that as much as we can.
Me out of this, thank you.
Indeed.
Anyway, my son, do you realize what people say about you behind your back? This is your chance to prove yourself, to show the world you are a man. These people can assure your safety. Well, Charmles, do you accept?
Yes?
Ooh.
Wait, no.
Uh.
I mean, oh, I don't know.
Oh no.
I heard a yes. sure that everyone believes you're doing it on your own. You will leave now. Hide yourself in the wagon at the city gates and await your bodyguards.
Right now?
Chancellor, accompany Charmles to the gate. The prince is leaving for his initiation. Summon the royal guards. The prince must have a fittingly ostentatious send-off. Remember, he is leaving on his own.
It shall be as you wish, your majesty.
Minister just sounds so fed up of all the bullshit. He probably has to babysit Charmles all day. He's not ready. Oh dear. He's so fed up.
At last. I wish you luck. And remember, your mission is top secret. Charmles will explain the details of the initiation himself. Fulfill my request, and you have my word that the magic mirror shall be yours.
Sounds like a deal, and it's very interesting at this stage of the game that, I mean, we've only just met King Clavius. We kind of know who he is from King Trode, but he seems to trust us completely already. I mean, we saw him kind of jump up when he first saw us and say we reminded him of someone, but there's going to be no explanation given to that for a long time yet. But yeah, him just constantly saying our name, like, it's like he likes to say the name. And just trusting us completely to handle this for his son, who is clearly completely incompetent. I don't know, it's just sort of very telling. I mean, it's quite clear that Clavius is going to be a big character going forwards. I mean, there's not many characters that have kind of stayed with us so far, and not many that are like massively relevant to the main plot of the game. It's just kind of the four we've come along with, Marcello, obviously, and Dormagus. But I think we're going to find... There he is, hidden away in the wagon.
That stinky old wagon is far too small for me.
He's got a very grand view of himself.
Maybe I could stretch my legs if you got rid of that worthless pot. Good grief! What's that? What kind of people are you traveling with a freak like that?
That is the King of Trodain.
Here, Grandad. You'd have bitten my head off if I said something like that. I'm a king, you half-witted twat.
I can love
Come
it.
a little closer. Look at us. Don't you see? We can't tell him his fiancée has turned into a horse. Much better to keep the truth a secret for now. Make sure everyone knows to keep it under their hats.
I agree, I think.
Prince Charmless! What is our destination?
It's Charmles, you clot. Just head east. Eventually we'll come to the royal hunting ground. That's where the initiations take place. Oh, and before I forget...
Yes? Okay, what's this?
This vial contains a powder that masks human scent. You must sprinkle it on yourselves before we enter the royal hunting ground. Argon lizards are very sensitive to smell. If they get wind of our unmasked scent, they'll run away. In other words, we've got to smell like lizards to fight lizards. I'm supposed to be doing this by myself, so I shall be staying in the wagon until we arrive.
Of course, that makes sense.
I'll alight upon arrival, and we shall then proceed on foot. Now get a move on, you lazy rascals!
Yeah, I mean, in that conversation, he doesn't come off the worst he ever comes across, but he clearly knows a decent bit about the lizards and stuff like that, so... I mean, this has clearly been explained to him many times, this trial, before he's actually kind of been forced to come out and do it. But, yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that King Trode is trying to put on, like, a very good display for Prince Charmles. Oh yeah, the running joke with his name as well. 3 different pronunciations of his name. He calls himself Charmles, the poshest one. Neutral one is Charmles, and then the people that don't like him, Charmless. I do love that. Good runner. But yeah, it's very interesting that King Trode isn't kind of... It's not clear that he's making judgments of Prince Charmles at this stage of the game. Because, I mean, this is the man that his daughter, his beloved daughter, Princess Medea, is going to marry. And he is not making a good impression at all. Obviously, Charmles doesn't know that he's standing next to his future wife at this stage. But, yeah, he's not exactly covering himself in glory up to this point. But you never know, he might be like Prince Faris in Dragon Quest XI. He might change for the better. We don't know yet. I mean, it doesn't look likely, given that how he's been behaving so far. Right, I think there is a little inn or church in this place, so we'll have a little save before we go in, because I'm not entirely convinced we've got the beating of the upcoming boss just yet. We've struggled a lot with the monsters. I've not managed to kill any liquid metal slimes at all yet. Is there an inn? Are you the innkeeper? Yes, lovely. Right. I was going to say, I don't think you can zoom back to this place, but I think you can zoom back to the hunting ground, which is what we need. So we might as well go in there first. Right. Any mini medals? Yeah, beautiful. We must be nearly coming towards our first prize now. Right. Yeah, well, I mean, we're definitely going to struggle here. I suspect I will have to go away and do some liquid metals. Where's the entrance? Lost it. Oh no, King Clavius slime. I think we've still got a few of these monsters to beat as well. Getting the best diary.
You feather-brained rascal! You forgot to use the lizard humor I gave you, didn't you? Didn't I tell you that you wouldn't be able to get close to a lizard without it? Now do as you're told and stop wasting my time.
Yes, I don't think we as the player are meant to like this guy. Gonna go out on a hunch and say that. Right, so there we go. Send the lizard to fill the air and we should be able to get in. Is that the cloak of evasion? Might have to give that to someone or other. Defense isn't terrible. There we go, give it to Angelo. That'll suit him. Right, and in we go. Let's see what awaits us in here. And straight away we're going to see a lizard. Right, well let's just kill this one and... Oh dear, it appears to have run away.
Bother! How dare it run away? Don't these lizards realise I want to get this tiresome chore out of the way and return to the castle? Come to think of it, the Chancellor did say something about approaching them from behind so as not to frighten them off.
There we go. Yeah, it's been explained to him many times that clearly he's been told so many times how to do this task, but obviously just hasn't done it. How'd you walk slowly?
We'll never get close to
Okay, is it... No, that's camera. Where is it gone anyway? Right, it's up there. How do you... I don't know if my controls are just broken. I don't think I can actually walk slowly. Because I can't... Right, I might have to actually pause the thing and play with the settings a little bit. Is it just... No, that's not going to work either. Right, yeah, I'm going to have to configure it, I think. Yeah, that's better. A little bit of playing with the settings we got there. We're going to get around this guy? Oh dear. Right, we'll kill this, get a bit of filling in the best diary, and then we shall crack on. We can't even kill these guys in a turn. We're going to have to run, and... Okay, we have got away. Right, I think I am going to have detour to Slime Island at some point during this episode. I mean, it's a lovely place to be. Said last episode, even though my audio is very butchered in the last episode, I'm in a very good mood because it is getting warmer in the UK. We're up to 13 degrees now. And Dragon Quest VIII is just the perfect summer game. I've got so many just like brilliant memories of dropping his life straight away. So many brilliant memories of just like being on Slime Island and just like letting the world go by. Because it's such a lovely, peaceful place to be. I've got the same memories with Slime Hill later on in the game. But it's just such a lovely, peaceful place to be while the sunlight's streaming in. Let's see what Prince Charmles can do. And yeah, he's called Damon. No idea why. It's never explained his sort of other name. Is it meant to be Damon Charmles? Is that his full name? Or I don't think so. I suppose it's... Surnames are kind of explored. You've got Jessica Albert. Who's, as far as I'm aware, is the only character with a surname in the whole game. Apart from Rosalind Albert, her mum. Right, I'm just going to have Jess defend. She's going to die immediately otherwise. But yeah, this guy being called Damon, and there he goes, he's run away. There's no explanation given to it at all. It happens again with another kind of semi-playable character later on in the game. But they've all got other names, and yeah, no explanation as far as I'm aware. Right, this isn't the most straightforward of fights. It's not the hardest either. I'm kind of using sensible strategies to a certain extent. I'm not just attacking with everyone and letting it all go haywire. But they've got a decent bit of health, these Argon Lizards. Right, I think we get a heal in there. Yeah, our damage and defense just isn't really where it needs to be at this stage of the game. We kind of, I mean, we didn't get any, I should have done a mid-hill, what am I thinking? We didn't get any liquid metal slimes in while we were in Castle Trodaine, which you really need to. They give it a lot more XP than metal slimes as well. We did a fair few metal slimes back at that point in the game. We've not done any liquid metals yet. Oh dear. Yeah, I suspect we'll do this part of the game and then we'll do a bit of training. Get that in. Hopefully this is the killing shot. No. I mean, we're just not doing... To be fair, I've not bought any weapon upgrades yet. And I think really Yangus needs a new axe at this point. I can't think of any in chests that you can get. Not ones at this stage of the game anyway. There's a very good one once we... Nah, spoilers. I'm saying too much already. Go on. These things have got so much health. Right, come on. Let's wrap this up. Angelo, you attack as well. Oh dear. Angelo's damage isn't too bad at all, really. Right, Yangus definitely needs a heal. There we go. Finally got him. And there we go. I think that is initiation complete. Prince Charmles took part. He ran away immediately, but he took part. I don't think he did any damage. Oh, Angelo's got swoosh. Nice. Right. I'm going to continue up that path until I get defending champion, and then I do something. There we go. There's our Argon Heart. Job done.
So, this is an Argon heart.
Yeah.
But it's so small. Looks like the Argon Lizards aren't anything to worry about after all.
Well, you ran immediately.
We'll have to keep hunting lizards until we find one big enough to do justice to my heroism.
Yeah.
From a guy who runs at the slightest hint of danger. Don't make me laugh.
Indeed. Jess is on the right track. Well, it looks like we're just going to have to keep fighting lizards until we get a big enough heart. But, I mean, this is the same size lizard, so I suspect we're just going to get the same heart from this guy. If we can get to him.
Look, there's one. An Argon Lizard. It's sound asleep, too. Now then, do you suppose you could lure it out somehow?
Yeah, we'll use you as bait, you little... I suppose we'll use a pumpkin or whatever it is. Let's grab one of these. Prince Charmles can give you an explanation. I think he will.
Show me what it is you've got there.
So frightfully posh. He's so Boris, isn't he?
Well, a salamango, eh? The Chancellor said that Argon lizards absolutely adore these. A sleeping lizard will wake up at the slightest whiff of one, apparently. I suppose that's proof enough.
Fair enough. Right, we'll throw one in the way then. He is so Boris. So just frightfully posh and so, like, impractical as well. I mean, if you're a fellow Brit, you've seen the videos of Boris Johnson trying to mop up and just being utterly useless. That is just Prince Charmles written all over. He just can't do a thing. He knows a lot, but evidently cannot do a thing. Right, there's our lizard. And it's time for another half-an-hour fight, so I think I will see you guys on the other side. There we go, we got him. So that's our second one done. See, we've got another Argon Heart. Is Charmles going to be impressed?
This is no good either. We need to find a bigger one. The only way I'll get the respect I deserve is by returning with the biggest Argon Heart the world has ever seen.
It's a dig.
So, we're going to keep going until we find one big enough to take back. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, I think so. I can only imagine what the hero is feeling here. We saw a couple of clues back a few episodes ago in Castle Trodane and in some of the books that were written in that. Oh, I seem to have... I wasn't able to walk... I was only able to walk in 45-degree angles before, but messing with these settings I can actually walk in better lines now. Quite happy with that. But anyway, we saw a couple of clues in the books. So we saw in one of the books that it said Medea has taken a shine to the protagonist. So Princess Medea quite likes the hero. We don't know in what capacity yet. We also saw that in another book, it looked like the protagonist had written "Have a nice day" in one of Medea's books that she commonly reads. And the hero smiled when he found that book. So, I mean, obviously without any spoilers, the hero and Medea perhaps were good friends before she was cursed and turned into a horse. But the fact that we know that she's betrothed to marry Prince Charmles and he's acting like this, I can only imagine the hero is getting quite antsy at this point. I don't know, just how I feel anyway, but right. Oh dear. Yeah, these monsters at this point in the game are just way too tough for me. Like, I needed at least one liquid metal slime kill in Castle Trodane, I just didn't get it. We don't even have Zing at this point. That's what we really need, just for convenience's sake, to stop everyone dying, but nah, it's just not going to happen. Honestly, I'm so much happier with these controls, they feel so much more fluid. Right, I'm not actually... Okay, I've gone the right way. There's the lizard. It looks the same size again though, so I don't know what help this is going to be.
Now this is an order. Lure that lizard out for me immediately.
Him and his orders, man. Right, well, we've got another Salamango over here, so be able to use it. I want to speak to the party this day, see what they think of Charmles. Alright, Yang is dead, but Argon hearts are quite pretty. Yes, knew that was what he was going to say. Why does Trode hate lizards? Ooh, bit of lore. Dozens of lizards. 5th birthday. No, it's a shame we don't get more to that stuff. It was quite interesting. Who put those lizards there? I have no idea. We don't know anything about Trode's wife at this point, I don't think. Or Medea's mother. That'd be interesting. Right, I think we can get him from here. The youngest is dead though. That is going to be a trouble in this fight. Right, we'll see if we can do it, but if not the end of the world. There we go. That cool team ability came in so clutch during that fight, because that would have dragged on so long without it. So we've got a 3rd Argon heart, and...
No, no, no! This won't do! It isn't big enough to impress Father or anyone else, for that matter. If only there were some more Argon lizards, then we could fight them all and see if we got a bigger one.
What do you mean, we?
But those bothersome lizards keep running away and hiding when they see me coming. I'm just too intimidating for my own good.
Someone's pleased with himself. How much longer have we got to babysit this sissy?
Indeed.
Anyway, I'm hungry now.
Are you?
Servants, the day's hunt
You're
is
not
over.
servants!
Find level ground and prepare a campsite for my night's repose.
Oh, I really hate this guy. I mean, I know we're designed to hate him, but still, he is very much detestable. There he is, looking like a complete dick. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, Yangus is still dead. Right, is he going to be resurrected? I mean, we'll have a go at the boss if he is, but not entirely convinced he will be. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. The horse is neighing, and Prince Charmles. Oh, dear. No. No.
Giddy up. Do as I say. Giddy up. Go.
Not good.
Listen to me, you stupid beast.
Prince, please restrain yourself. Medea is... I mean... My horse isn't accustomed to being ridden. Come on now. Down from my horse at once, you fat oaf.
He's finally let the politeness go out the window, but rightly so. I mean,
Shut up. I'll
he's...
show you how to break in a horse.
I mean, those two are literally betrothed to be married, unbeknownst to him. This is not good.
Stupid animal.
Oh, now he's hit her.
Pain will teach you.
Oh dear. Yes, get rid of him, please.
Stop backing. Stop. I'm going to fall.
Good. There he goes.
I'll whip some manners into you.
Bruv, I'm getting my sword out at this point.
Stubborn beast. You should be honored to have a taste of my crop. I'll teach you some proper respect for your rider.
That's my horse. Stop this at once.
Road being honourable for once, like, he's pretty, like, fairly useless. He's quite clearly dependent on everyone else around him. Similar to Prince Charmles in a respect, but he's got a moral compass.
I simply cannot allow you to harass her any further. If you must strike something, strike me instead.
Yeah, Trode has got a greater respect for, like, the ideals of good and evil, whereas Charmles doesn't. He only cares about himself.
So, the horse is that important to you? Fine. Your wish is granted. Prepare to accept her punishment.
He was happy to accept it, but... What is that?
Did you hear that? It's the cry of an Argon Lizard. Forget the stupid horse. We've got to catch that lizard.
Again, that stupid horse is his future wife. So... Oh, do we not get the cutscene with Yangus? Oh no! I'm really annoyed that he's dead now. Oh, that's a shame we missed that. Basically, Yangus comes in and said, I was picking me... He was going to say nose, and then he goes, I was picking some flowers. And then I saw a big Argon Lizard. Oh, it's so annoying that we missed that little bit, but... Right, we have no chance against this boss, so I think it's time to go away and do a little bit of training on Slime Island. I think I've made this journey so many times over the course of my many playthroughs of this game. It's mostly while I'm trying to find the, Oh, hello. What's happening here? Oh, right, can we not... Oh, can we not go and train? He's not letting us train. We can't get past it. I don't know if we can beat this boss, to be honest. I mean, we're going to have to try it, but... Oh, dear. Well, that's my plan out the window. Here we go. I don't know how much success we're going to have here, but... There's not really much I can do. I suppose you could... Or maybe you could do the Liquid Metal Slimes at Castle Trodown then, if we did really struggle, but... Right, let's see how this is going to go. I want to do one turn where I sap him first before I call team. I think that's going to be the best way to do it. Maybe, I don't know. We'll try and get the defense down a little bit. Sap and then kabuff. And hopefully it just doesn't kill us in one turn. I don't think he can go for Prince Charmles. He just never gets attacked for some reason. Right, the sap has failed, so it was a waste of time. Let's see what it does. I think he only ever attacks. 75, so that could kill Jess in one turn. Could do. We're barely doing any damage, look at that. 17. Alright, Yankees has got his defense down a bit. He needs to be sapped, obviously. We'll try the sap again. I think we really need Accelerator just to guarantee that we move first. Charmles is gone. Oh dear. Very close. This is a dangerous fight. We definitely need an Accelerator to guarantee that Angelo goes first and gets the healing. Alright, defense is down once. I think I'm going to sub out now and do the call team. And then we can at least get some damage off while his defense is lowered. And just keep us out of trouble. Let's get Ultra in. The one team member I forgot to get that's definitely going to be a good addition is the Dumb King guy, which I think you can get in Argonia. Is that the little yellow scythe wielding guy? But yeah, I think he's meant to be very good. I think he can use sap and stuff like that. I can't remember if he can heal, but he'll definitely be useful in getting us the team. Basically, I want to beat the whole Monster Arena before, I think it's Orchestral. It's just after Arcadia is the first time you can actually finish the whole thing. And insert spoiler here. Damage is pretty good now that he's sapped a couple levels. I think we just need to have Jess on... I'm worried. It could be an idea to just have us sap every turn to guarantee his defense is always going to be low, but we definitely need one Accelerator at least. Okay. I think I am going to heal myself here, because I want another kabuff up. And I'm going to go to Parallax. No, I don't, it's probably a good idea to psych up. It's going to do more damage if he does. Right, we want an Accelerator and an Angelo kabuff. Or at least the speed's up a bit. And the kabuff's up. We need as many of them as possible, really. 73 still, damage is still huge. At least I'm just definitely going to survive now. That's 95. Do we heal me again, or do we... I think we probably go for a... Flame Slash is going to be useless though, isn't it? Kind of tempted to do Thunder Thrust, even though it's... You know, I might try. See how much damage it does if it can land. Psych up again. Yes, I think on another sap if it can work. Angelo, I think another kabuff. And leave the defense as high as possible, because all he ever does is attack, so we might as well. Well, I think he does shout as well. Okay, defense is as low as it can be. 107 is pretty good. Oh dear. That's huge damage. I think Angelo's pretty much guaranteed to go first now, so he should be fine. Tempted to keep doing Thunder Thrust, even though I know it's not going to land all the time. Just might as well accelerate, although she could be killed if he does the jump attack on her. Angelo back on full. Another Accelerator. I mean, we're just definitely going to go first now, at least with Angelo and Jess. Yankees going first as well. He's up to 50. Still lands some damage. That damage is probably better than he could do with a sword at this stage. Ouch. Right, that hurts. Right, Jess needs to defend here. I'm going to heal myself. Yeah, I guess it's fine to attack. I think Jess has to defend here, and we heal Jess with Angelo. Because she is, like... Her defense just isn't there, and neither is her health. She can be taken out very quickly. She's the lowest level as well because she keeps dying when I'm trying to level up. She doesn't get the XP. 400 damage, okay. I love how his eyes roll back in his head when he gets hit. Lovely little detail. Oh dear, right. Just as I was about to say we were in the fight, now we're not. Oh, he's going to be miles off as well. He's going to have so much health, and now we can't really heal. Oh dear. I think we continue that strategy. We try and sap. We're just going to have me healing. Which... yeah, I'm doing no damage now. Oh dear. The health just isn't high enough. If that's Jess, she's out. Okay, it's me. This might turn into a Hero Yangus special once again. Just like back in the old days. I think it's going to be sap again. If Jess gets hit once, she's dead. It's dangerous every time she uses sap. That's for me. That's okay. If he keeps doing that, we're fine. But he's not going to. One more psych up. I think it's a defend now. Because if he hits her once, she's gone. It's annoying that she never gets defending champion because she's the one that needs it most. It's only the hero and Angelo that get it. Right, that's Yangus, which he's okay. It's another big attack. I'm tempted to get another sap in. I don't think he's going to do anything though because he's 2 sapped already. Just the defense is about to move. I'm not sure the Kabuffer's even doing anything, to be honest. Mine's gone. I think we're probably due for another accelerator. We got him! I didn't expect that. I thought he'd have way more health than that. Bam. We got him. Angelo dead, but... oh, I'm happy with that. I didn't think we'd get him at this level. We are so under-leveled at this point. We need to do some liquid metal slimes, before next episode at least. Right, we've got Metal Slash. Not up to Falcon Slash yet, which is the one I want, but... oh, there we go. A level for Jess as well, which is very much needed. Going for staves, aren't we? I'm getting no skill point stuff with her until Kazing. It's going to be ages yet. And there we go. We've got a great big Argon heart. He's wandering off in the background.
This is exactly what I needed. This will show Father and his servants.
I feel like that's a glitch that they walk off after you've killed them because they're still alive. That happened with all of them as well, but... no, there we go. We got it.
Just see their faces now. Oh, Charmles, how wonderful. What a hero you are. They'd better, after all I went through to get it. Servants, back to the castle.
He becomes more hateful every second, but there we go. We are done, and we can now go back to Argonia, where we can hand in our prize and hopefully get the magic mirror, where we can finally get in and catch up to Dormagus and give him a bit of a beating. Obviously, at this level, we don't have the beating of him yet. We do need to train. We definitely need to train. We're still under-leveled.
Home at last. It feels like a lifetime since we left on our epic journey.
Been about an hour, mate.
What's this? The flags are up. Oh, the bazaar is on. It must have started while we were away.
Very clear when you can see 2D characters with this upscaled mod. There's a very big distinction between which ones are 3D and 2D. It wasn't as clear in the console. It's a bastard. Oh well. We've helped little Boris on his journey, so hopefully we don't need to do anything with him again, because he can get away from us as far as possible, I think. Right, try and do a bit of shopping while we're here. I haven't got that much money, I must say. I think there's a few things I can sell. A few accessories. I can't remember what wisdom is. Wisdom might be magical mending, or it might not be. I can't remember. It's only really useful for Angelo in that case. See if we can do any more weapons. Got the chain whip, which could be good for Jess, but she never attacks, so as long as Ben, that is a good sword though. Good for other undead. Yes, I think we shall try and sell some bits in that case. Right, a little bit of editing later. Just something to note briefly. The king's always out on the balcony looking across town with some weird glasses. I wonder if he's lost something. Interesting. There we go, there's the shopping complete, and just about managed to avoid breaking the game. There is a weird glitch when you sell multiple items at once, it kind of screws things up, but... right, what's going on here? It's Prince Charmles. Speaking to...
there you are, and you've arrived just in time.
Is that?
Without further ado, allow me to present my new Argon Heart.
What?
The biggest you ever saw. I mean, you've seen a real Argon heart for yourselves. You can tell this is no fake.
Yeah,
I
but
suppose you're wondering where I acquired it. Well, as luck would have it, one of the peddlers was selling one.
Service is our motto. We got another if you got the money.
right, he's definitely from Pickham.
Another? One is quite enough. Anyway, you can keep the Argon heart from the Royal Hunting Ground for yourselves. I'm
Thanks.
going to take this one back to the castle. You'll stay quiet about this, of course. And once the bazaar moves on, I won't need to worry about that peddler telling anyone. It's a flawless plan.
I
Well, this is farewell. I'm off to the castle. Pop by sometime if you'd like to see the adoration on my subjects' faces firsthand. Ta-ta!
It'd be a flawless plan if that girl we spoke to didn't mention that King Clavius likes to stand on his balcony with his binoculars.
Oh, Charmles. What have you done?
King Clavius knows. He knows straight away. Right, well, we're going to go and talk to him. Hopefully he still gives us the magic mirror. I mean, he pretty much knew that we were going to be doing all of the fighting. I mean, that much was clear when he set us off, but he obviously didn't factor into account that Charmles was going to cheat and just buy one from the market. I mean, we did actually take him there. He did actually do maybe 1 damage to the Great Argon Lizard. I can't remember. He did try and fight at least, so he sort of, to some extent, held up his side of what he was supposed to do to pass his initiation, but they're all talking about how big the Argon Heart is, which is exactly what Charmles wanted. Speak to these guys. Coward like him. Interesting. Figure out the size of the heart. Yeah, what is interesting is we obviously never get to fight the Argon Lizard who's that big that his heart is much bigger than the Great Argon Lizard. I would have loved for that to be like a secret post-game boss, like the overwhelming Argon Lizard or something. Here we are. His initiation ceremony is complete.
Charmles, please show us the Argon heart you obtained.
Sounds like Prince Farquaad from Shrek. There it is. It's huge.
It's enormous. I've never seen such a big Argon heart before. It must be the biggest in the history of the initiation.
He must have slain quite an Argon lizard to get a heart of that size.
Looking so proud.
Prince Charmles, present the Argon heart, symbol of your bravery and worthiness, to King Clavius.
No. Wait.
Yes, knows.
Charmles, do you swear before the Almighty Goddess that you obtained this Argon heart from an Argon lizard slain by your own hand?
Here we go. Is he gonna lie?
Of course, Father.
He's lied.
Because even if, for example, you were assisted by others in battle, I would still recognize your claim to the throne. But if you obtained it by any other means, I could not recognize your right to the throne. Is that perfectly clear?
He's either got to come clean or double down.
Yes, of course. I fought the lizard with my own hands, and a frightful beast it was too.
And he's doubled down. He is honestly the most detestable of characters. I know he's meant to be, but he's just so hateful. And the fact that he's marrying Princess Medea as well, it's so frustrating.
Very well. Then I congratulate you. I accept this Argon heart as proof of your true character.
Hasn't confronted him. He's let it slide. Dear. So he's not bothered to argue. Yeah, we saw it. He's not exactly cottoned on to the fact that Clavius knows, but... Right, I mean, there he is. Let's go and speak to him. I mean, the protagonist doesn't know he knows, but we the player do.
I saw my son take an Argon heart from one of the merchants. Did you even take him to the royal hunting ground? I saw everything from up here. You must tell me the truth. Out with it.
Alright, we took him to the grounds, we killed a big lizard, we got a big heart, but he wanted a bigger one, and he bought it from the merchant. There's the one.
So this is the Argon heart he obtained with your help.
Yep.
Why didn't he simply show it to me? I would not have cared about the size. I fear this means Charmles is far too immature to take the throne. Or a wife.
Oh?
However, that is a matter between Charmles and myself. You did a fine job in taking him to the royal hunting ground.
Thank you.
The magic mirror is in the royal vault on the 4th floor. You are free to take it whenever you wish. I have already instructed the guards to admit you.
Beautiful.
And I will take this Argon heart. It might prove useful when I need to remind Charmles of his foolhardiness.
Again, we're not going to see the result of that for a long time, but we've done what we came here to do. Chat to the party while we're here, see what they make of this whole mess. But I'm sure he'd refuse to use the magic mirror. Indeed, they've got their own problems now. Right, I mean, we're done with this place. All we need to do is go and get the magic mirror, and hopefully there is a treasure chamber we can loot while we're there. I mean, hopefully I can still find this place, but yeah, I mean, very interesting. I mean, I can only imagine what's going through the hero protagonist's head when he said Charmles is too immature to take a wife. Because we've seen just how bad Charmles is, and we know from the books we looked at Trodaine Castle that the hero and Medea are good friends. They know each other. It might be this way. I'm pretty sure you've got to go over the courtyard a little bit into the other building. I don't know where I'm going. This place is so big. There's so many little treasures hidden down there as well. There's a little treasure chamber down there, I think. But yeah, it's a load of golden slime sitting around as well. Let's see if we can look out for any while we're wandering. I'm pretty sure there's one in here on a bookshelf. I think this is the last golden slime I ever found. One. Yeah, there it is. Just about remembered. I'm sure it took me... I did this properly when I first played the game, but I'm sure it took me ages to find that one in particular. We're going to get in... Yeah, there we go. I'm pretty sure there's 3 in the castle as well. There's at least 3 in Argonia, maybe 2 in the castle. But... Right, that one's done, and I think the chamber is down here. Yes, there it is. You seem to be looking at it. Interesting. Right, and I think here we are. Here are our bonus treasures as well. We've not been told we can take them, but we've not been told we can't, so... Devil's Tail, I think that is one you've got to put in with Saint's Ashes to get an accessory out of. Mini Medal, we'll take that. I'm pretty sure one of these is a magic shield as well, or some magic armor. And a magical hat, that's it. Or battle fort. That's going to be a spear, I think. I can't remember if that's a cursed one. And a magical hat, lovely. And we'll give that straight to one of Jess or Angelo. It's going to be Jess. There we go. There might be a bit of magical protection as well, but oh well. But there is the magic mirror. And there we go. We can now hopefully get in and fight Dormagus.
Ah, you've brought the magic mirror, if I'm not mistaken. May I have a look?
Sure.
That's odd. I don't sense any magic at all.
Ah.
Bereft of its magic power, it's no different from a normal, everyday mirror.
Oh dear.
Could someone have snuck in and tampered with the mirror while it slumbered in the royal vault?
Uh-oh.
No, surely not. Nevertheless, even without its magic, the mirror remains a priceless royal treasure.
Yeah,
What's
but...
that? The magical power of the mirror is central to your errand, you say?
Yep.
I see. Let me think. The mirror itself does not appear to be damaged. In which case, you should be able to recharge the mirror, so to speak, by exposing it to the right kind of magic.
Go on.
That would restore its former power. The man who taught me was a wizard and an expert in magical treasures. I'm sure he would know how to re-energize the mirror. Unfortunately, he is retired. Now he spends his days in seclusion in his home deep in the western forest.
Well, I think that's our job, but I think that pretty much leaves it there for this episode. So next episode we will go in, find the magic old man and See something I've been very much looking forward to since the start of this playthrough. And I will see you then. Peace.